Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in this beautiful planet of ours. This is Marc Lanehart, the Intuitive Prospector, here for another Metaphysical Mocha Mondays with Marc. Let me just work on the camera angle here. Okay. How's everybody doing this morning? You can see the sunshine is coming up. I love it when the sun is coming up. This morning's message, we're going to be talking about how doubt kills your dreams. So let me know where you're from. I have the comments turned off right for just now because we're going to be doing the after show right after this at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to join me over on the Intuitive Prospector page, that's a direct Q&A where I actually talk with you through Facebook Live, do readings, spiritual conversations, and we have a lot of spiritual prospecting for your own spiritual gold, as I like to say. So if you guys don't mind, take a second just to share out either to a group page where you feel people would get a benefit from joining us here for Metaphysical Mocha Mondays. We grow this page via grassroots, via the spiritual community. So give me 1 second here. I'm just going to share out to one of my pages here, to my inspired listeners with Inspired Living Radio. So, how's your weekend? How's your Monday morning? I find that Monday mornings are very low energy, and a lot of people don't like Mondays, so that's why I chose to do Metaphysical Mocha Mondays on Monday. So, to inspire you, to help you with your week ahead. I just got done doing some nice Qigong, a little bit of morning exercise, and thought I'd just sit down with a cup of coffee. If you guys want to, grab your coffee, grab your tea, and let's have a spiritual chat about how doubt destroys your dreams. When I was meditating this morning, I was thinking about what Elon Musk just did, and I was thinking about also Sir Charles Branson. Is it Sir Charles Branson of? He owns Virgin Atlantic, and what came to mind was I've read articles in the past about how the number one thing that destroys your dreams, whatever that you're thinking about doing, is doubt. And doubt is today's message. Doubt destroys dreams. And so if you've been thinking about something, you've been thinking about following a new path, starting a business, a new relationship, a new career, and you've been doubting that is the number one thing. Not failure. Failure for me is, I talked about this a few weeks ago, where failure is first attempt in learning. So failure is not a bad thing, but it keeps you moving forward, right? And I always like to use the hashtag AMF, always move forward. And today I wanted to talk about doubt, and there's a quote that I have for you here. I just have to pull it up here. But let me know where you're from if you're new to joining this spiritual community here on the Om Times Institute page. We offer a lot of different shows. We offer a lot of different classes on the Om Times Institute. You can check me out under marclanehart.com, or you can go to the Learn It Live platform where I've got about 15 classes, and check out, it's under Soul Adventures. Some classes are free, some cost to have a class with me, but it's a great platform, and I hope that you'll check it out and subscribe to it. Subscribe to the platform, subscribe to other people that are teaching on this platform. So let me just see if I can pull up this quote that I had. Destroys. So I apologize, I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties here. Okay. There we go. There's the image I'm looking for. Okay, so there's all sorts of things about doubt, how doubt destroys. But the one that really stood out to me this morning, and I don't know why this came up in my meditation, but I was called to share this with you, and that's what this show is about. It's very inspired. It's not a lot of scripting, and it usually comes from my meditation. But it's from Susie Kassem, and her last name is Kassem, and she talks about doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. And over the course of the last couple days, I don't know how many of you saw the Elon Musk Falcon launch, which was the largest rocket ever launched into space. And it got me thinking about his own story and how he had his own doubts. And people, whether they're your own doubts or people's doubts, they both contribute to leading to you giving up or to failure. And so Elon Musk was talking about how many people thought he would never, make it, and he would never, change the world, and that that rocket launch that he did, the Falcon, which, by the way, for you Star Wars fans and nerds out there like myself, that is actually named after the Millennium Falcon. It's called the Falcon rocket. Was the biggest rocket ever launched from Earth, and it carried a Tesla car with a spaceman seat belted into it, and he's playing David Bowie's Spaceman. So I thought, how cool, how ingenious, how epic is something like that? And just think, if he would have given up on his own, if he would have listened to his doubt, or if he would have listened to his doubters, he would not be sharing with the world what he just shared with. And I thought that was just, very cool. And so today's meditation, I was, inspired to talk about doubt and how doubt can destroy your dream. So let me know where you're from. Let me know if you're a first-time user here. It looks like we have a small audience here, so I'm not sure that we are actually sharing out. So if you guys wouldn't mind sharing out to a few pages, that would be fantastic and helping us to grow. I'm not sure where my producer who helps me share out the page is this morning, but if not, we'll just roll with it. And who's here is here, and who's here is meant to be here. So let me know where you're from. Good morning to you. Metaphysical Mocha Mondays with Marc. We are talking about doubt destroys your dreams, and if you're having a rough go on something, and we all do, we all have our trust me, we all have our journey, we all have our life lessons that we have to go through, but don't give up. That's today's message, is about not giving up, staying the course. This too shall pass. AMF, which I always talk about, always moving forward, and fulfilling your dreams, whatever your dreams are. And I was just talking about Elon Musk, if he would have given up, is it Charles Branson? I was just reading an article. Let me see here. Charles Branson, Sir Charles Branson, or is that the actor Richard Branson? I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Charles Branson, who's an old actor from a TV series, but entrepreneur, philanthropist Richard Branson, who is from England, and he has the Virgin Atlantic record airline company. He was also talking about how if he would have listened to his doubters, if he would have listened to either the self-doubt that was in, or if he would have listened to the people around him that doubted him. And I've seen this even with my own journey, with my own practice. When I started the Intuitive Prospector, people are saying, oh, that's never going to work, that you're crazy, what are you thinking, Marc? You know better than this. And I still felt called, that inner whisper, that inner guidance, to start a spiritual practice. I even took the Myers-Briggs profile, and what I was doing at the time didn't fit for a job, and my Myers-Briggs profile told me that I was an inspirer, that I needed to be doing work where it inspired people, it uplifted people, it helped people heal. And so I started my spiritual practice, oh my goodness, 5 years ago, where the actual name of the Intuitive Prospector came up, and I thought, really, I'm going to name it the Intuitive Prospector? But it was based on working hard, searching, exploring, and discovering through body, mind, and spirit to find your own spiritual goal. Because I find what's right for me is not necessarily right for somebody else in a spiritual path, because we're all on our own journeys. So Richard Branson came to mind. He's a billionaire. Elon Musk comes to mind, another billionaire. These are guys that have worked hard, and they both share their stories of failure, of how they failed over and over again, but stayed the course and kept moving forward. So let me just turn that volume up. It looks like the volume is down a little bit. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I'm going to put in the link for my after show if you want to continue the conversation with me over on the Intuitive Prospector page. So I'm going to paste that into the comment section right now, so you'll see it below. And the comment section, there's a link for the Intuitive Prospector, where we'll continue on with this conversation, this spiritual chat, from the Om Times Institute page, which I'm here every Monday morning, most Monday mornings, unless I'm traveling or out of country, having the topic from 8 to 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, we switch over to the Intuitive Prospector page and have the Q&A after show. So the link is now in the description field if you want to have continue the conversation on. And today's topic, we are talking about doubt. Well, debt too, I guess, can destroy your dreams, but doubt destroys dreams. And the message for this morning is for you that is listening to this to keep moving forward, to keep progressing, because you're going to have self-doubt. Trust me. You're going to have people around you that doubt you, which is, sometimes I always see that when people are successful, other people around them either get jealous or they are envious of their success. But success, is driven. Some people are lucky. Some people are born with the silver spoon. I was not. I was actually raised in one of the poorest neighborhoods in Washington State. And not everybody is born with a silver spoon, as they say. But there are those that really work hard and push forward to be successful, whatever success is for you. But today's topic is to not trust your own doubt and not to listen to the doubters around you, because you are going to have doubters around you constantly. So today's positive affirmation is from Susie Chasm, and it's doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. And what I mean by fail, I was talking about this earlier, first attempt in learning. So plan to fail often, because it's all about learning and your first attempts in learning something so you can get better and grow. What you put in, you get out. Don't let fear, guilt, or self-doubt destroy your dreams. Stand up for yourself. That's very important. So I want to give you a prospecting stone for this week that's focused in on that. Also going to give you a spirit animal guide that's focused in on that. And I'm also going to give you a number for the week that came up. So let's see what we have for the crystal, the prospecting stone for this week. And we'll go from there. Give me a second. Somebody's sending me a message here. Let's see. Okay. So the prospecting stone for this week, and it's a stone, it's a crystal. It's based on doubt. And today's topic is doubt destroys dreams. And if you want to raise doubt, if you want to get away from doubt, I guess, not raise it, but by raising it, what I mean is bring awareness to your own self-doubt, because when you're aware of something, then you can make choices and make decisions on your own free will to choose a different path. So raising up doubt, becoming aware of doubt, and knowing that doubt kills more dreams than anything, including your own failure. The stone is Topaz. So Topaz comes in a bunch of different colors. So if you like the colors of blue, if you like the colors of yellow, when it gets polished, I see it more polished in the blue, and when it's in the raw form, I see it in the yellow color. So colors are very important for you. Like this morning, I'm wearing red, and I'm wearing red on purpose because Valentine's Day is in a few days. So for those of you that are loving Valentine's Day, some of you may not love Valentine's Day, so it might be just the opposite, that Valentine's Day is your worst day of the year because it's based on love. For me, I'm wearing the color red because the color for me represents love. Love for self, love for others, love for our community, love for our planet, love in a relationship. Those are all representation. Love of the spirit world. I find that our biggest connection to the spirit world is through the heart chakra, which contains love, and that's the only thing that I find consistent from our world into the spirit world and back is the power of love. So happy Valentine's Day to you. For those that celebrate Valentine's Day, find the good in that day. Again, love for self, love for others, love for community, love for the planet, love for the spirit world, those in the spirit world, love for animals. Love has many different vibrations. So in order to do that, you can use the Topaz prospecting crystal. It's golden yellow, brown. It can be also red. It does say here that it is in red, pink, green. It's transparent, and it is easily obtained in the United States, Mexico, Australia, South Africa, Sri Lanka, Pakistan. But it's a mellow, empathic stone that directs energy to where you need it most. So if you're having doubt and you need some of that energy to go to self-doubt, or the people that are around you that are doubting your abilities or doubting your dream, Martin Luther King Jr. talked about this, about doubt and how people doubted that he could make a change and a difference. I mean, he gave his life, for God's sakes, to make a change in his belief system and re-celebrate his accomplishments and his dream to this day. And we will for the next 100, 200, 300 years, because he had a dream and he was dedicated to that. But think about his own self-doubt that I'm sure that he had, like, am I doing the right thing? My journey, being a medium and doing this, working with people, had my own self-doubt, and even to this day still have self-doubt. I think it creeps up on all of us. So doubt destroys dreams. So if you have a dream, stay with the dream regardless of the doubt or the doubters, because it will come up. I promise you, I guarantee you. But those that are successful accomplish that through many failures and first attempt in learning, and always moving forward and staying the course. So again, the Topaz stone is your prospecting stone for the week. Your positive affirmation is a quote from Susie Kazem: doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. So remember that. And use the stone, use a Topaz stone to put it right here in your third eye, because this is where the doubt comes in, this analytical mind, this supercomputer up here that we all have. And it also, it's a stone that soothes, heals, stimulates, recharges, remotivates, and aligns the meridians of the body. So it actually works as a balance stone to bring the meridians in line. Meridian lines, if you follow acupuncture or if you have acupuncture, we know that we all have energy lines, and those with the chakras can get out of balance. So use the Topaz stone if you're feeling doubt, self-doubt, or you want to bring the volume down of the people around you, this chaotic society that we tend to find us in, this fast-paced, busy, go society. Slow down too. When you're having self-doubt, get out of that rat race and do some meditations, exercise, go for a run, go for a swim, and find a way to just get into a place of silence so you can have a conversation with yourself, your ego, and keep your vision alive, because doubt destroys dreams. The number that I pulled for numerology this morning is number 63, which is a 9 energy. So that means that cycles are coming to an end. For those of you that are having self-doubt or doubt is around you, if you see the 9 coming up, that means that this cycle of doubt is ending for you. And it's also, the parenting card came up in numerology. So the parenting card is about, if that's somebody that needs that message today, about doubting even just being a good parent. I mean, I've heard parents a lot of times say they worry about their kids in today's society, and worry about they're not raising their kids right and that they're a failure. But again, failure is the first attempt in learning. You're great parents, but pay attention to how you're parenting. Pay attention to what your kids are saying, because they have their doubts and they're surrounded by doubts. So you have to be a guide and a leader to help them, especially our teenagers. You know, there's a lot going on, a lot more than I had as a teenager growing up. There's a lot going on with them. So parenting, the number 9 in numerology is coming up. And also the Topaz prospecting stone is the stone of the week. The animal spirit guide that I picked for this morning was actually quite funny. It's the groundhog. So I know that we just had Groundhog Day, and I believe he did see his shadow. I can't ever pronounce his name. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, where he comes. They bring him out, and he sees his shadow and all this. He doesn't really. It's a farmer's almanac prediction, but he did see a shadow. So we have 6 more weeks of winter. Yay! The light. It's getting lighter. The sun's coming up earlier. I was out this morning doing qigong with the sunrise. Absolutely beautiful. But the groundhog actually popped up for me because it's. The groundhog is coming up because you're about to investigate a new area that will require intensive effort on your part, but it'll be well worth it. So that's the message from the animal spirit world. If you see the groundhog, if you hear the groundhog, any reference to an actual groundhog, you probably won't see it in nature. They're very hard to find in nature, but there's usually a reference to Groundhog Day, the movie. I don't know if there's a song. Maybe there's a song about Groundhog Day. But it's going to let you know that you're about to move into a new area of study that's going to require an intensive amount of effort and energy on your part. So pay attention to that, the groundhog, because with that comes doubt. With that comes skepticism of your own mind, skepticism of others, judgment of yourself, judgment from others. But again, doubt destroys dreams. And if you want to start bringing your dream alive, you have to start taking action and staying the course. And one of the first things you have to do too is, I'm a firm believer, and I teach about how energy follows intent. Some of you know it as the secret: like attracts like. What you vibrate out, you vibrate back. And so for me, when you set your intent, if you have a dream, set that intention, let the energy follow that intention, but also have attention to your intention. So that means that it's not just going to happen by itself, guys. It means that you're going to have to put a little bit of attention and work into your dreams and set your intent. When you follow your dream, and what I mean by taking a dream, your dreams usually start up here, whether it's from an inspiration, whether it's from a movie, whether it's from a dream, whether it's just the energy that comes from within, that God spark. Follow that path, follow that dream, but you have to take personal responsibility and action to bring this dream up here out into our reality, out into our world out here. Otherwise, it's just a daydream and it stays here. When you do that, I like to say that things are born twice. First in our mind, and then into our reality. So if you think about everything that you're surrounded by, that's somebody else's manifestation, vision, dream, and they brought it into your own reality. So what is it that you want to share with the world? Do you want to be the next Richard Branson? Do you want to be the next Elon Musk? Do you want to be the next Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.? These people that change the world in epic ways, whether it's I Have a Dream or Elon Musk launching the biggest rocket into space as we move into space exploration. It's going to happen, guys. Robots are coming. Drones are coming. The future is coming. Of course, if we don't implode as a society, there's a lot of great things that are coming our way. And Richard Branson talked about it many times. He's the billionaire that owns Virgin Atlantic, about how many times he failed, but he just had this calling to stay the course. No matter what the external world is saying to you, sometimes having a vision is seeing that vision for yourself when other people don't see it for you. So if you want to continue the conversation, let me check the time here. We got a few more minutes before I switch over to the Intuitive Prospector page, where we'll have the Q&A after show. The link is down below in the comments section. Just click on that link. And right at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we'll start up the Q&A after show from the Metaphysical Mocha show that's here on the Om Times Institute page. I want to let you know that we are going to have a Valentine's Day special radio show this Wisdom Wednesday. That's over on Om Times Radio. We're going into our third season of Inspired Living Radio, and this Wisdom Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be doing a Valentine's Day special where we're going to be talking about love, we're going to be talking about relationships, we're going to be doing free readings. There's a call-in number in the United States that you can call into. Just go to marclanehart.com to get more information, or you can go to Om Times Radio and look for Inspired Living, or you can join our Facebook page, Inspired Living Radio, which is a closed community page, but it's a global audience. We have people all around the world that are inspired listeners, so we have a lot of fun. But we're going to be talking about Valentine's Day, doing readings, talking about love, talking about relationships. So if you want a free reading from Kim, who's my co-host in Virginia, or myself, we'll be taking your calls live via the United States. That number is only good in the United States, or our Facebook page, where we'll take your question and bring it live to air. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of love. I know my co-host Kim is excited because her company is called Love First, so she is all about love. But we have some great shows coming up on Inspired Living. We're scheduled out until the month of March now. Some fantastic guests coming on Inspired Living Radio. And then I've got my first event in March, so I'm looking forward to that, a first public demonstration in mediumship. So and Spirit's kind of setting that intent, and I'm looking forward to traveling back to England to study. So a lot of good stuff coming up in 2018. And today's topic, I was just talking about how doubt destroys dreams, and I guess debt keeps trying to come in here as well. So watch your debt, watch your credit card spending, watch your spending, because if you get into debt, then you're trying to climb out of this hole to pay for something that also can, take away from your dreams and what you want. Because at the end of the day, you can't take any of this with you. You come in, there's the old concept, you come in naked, so shall you return. So think about the material things that you have. I like to say collect memories, not things. That's more important for your journey. And don't let the things that you purchase end up owning you. So debt keeps wanting to slip in here, but the message today is doubt destroys dreams. If you have a dream, start paying attention to that. Set your intent for your dream, and have attention for your intention, meaning that you have to work hard to make your dreams come true, because life is going to work with you, but it's not going to give everything that you want and how you see the world. So pay attention to that. just stay the course. Again, hashtag always move forward, AMF. Always move forward. Always learn. Failure is first attempt in learning. And again, just talking about inspirational people, the 3 people that I talked about today. Elon Musk, who just launched the largest rocket into space and put the, if you haven't seen the pictures, go out and check it out. It's absolutely epic with the car, the Tesla car, spaceman seatbelted in, and he's actually, you know, the radio's actually playing David Bowie's Spaceman, which is just absolutely fantastic as we move into a new frontier of space exploration. And he has, read his journey, read his stories, because he's got a lot of doubters that doubted him, that he would never make it. Richard Branson, another one. Dr. Martin Luther King, another one. Just the self-doubt. Watch the self-doubt, and don't listen to the pundits and the doubters around you, because the inner calling is your calling, not somebody else's. It's your journey. And if you stay the course and you follow your dream and you work with the doubt, get around the doubt, it's going to come up, it's going to creep up, I promise. But work with it, bring awareness to it, and move past it. You're going to do some pretty amazing thing, guys. And you know, my role as an inspirer is to inspire you, not only for the week, but the year ahead, and to fulfill your dreams. Life is short. Go live your dream. Get paid to do what you love, because that is the secret of life. And use the prospecting stone of Topaz this week. If you don't have some, go online, order it. Put the Topaz to the third eye or to the heart, because it's an enabling stone. It's a balancing stone, and it is a stone that brings it soothes the meridian lines. It brings healing. It recharges. It remotivates. That's a big one, remotivation. I'm going to actually grab the Topaz stone and order me some as well, because we all need to be motivated, and that's what this show is about. It's about motivation. It's about inspiration. It's about manifesting. It's about living today like today was your last day on earth. And if it was, what would you do? Also, pay attention to the number 9. That is, that means that the end of the cycle is coming. And parenting, what you're doing great at parenting. Just you know, have a little trust in yourself, and a little patience with yourself, and a little self-love as we move into Valentine's Day. And of course, pay attention for the groundhog, because the groundhog spirit animal is telling you that you're about to investigate or move into a new area of study that's going to require an intensive effort on your part, and you're going to have to move past that doubt. So it's almost 8:30. I want to thank you for joining me this morning here on Metaphysical Mocha Mondays, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern, here every Monday morning on the Om Times Institute page. Want to just tell you to have a great week if you can. Keep an attitude for gratitude. Have a positive mindset. We're going to switch over to the Intuitive Prospector page for the Q&A after show, where I take about a half hour just to talk with the spiritual prospectors that join me, and continue on the conversation about doubt destroys dreams. Also do some free readings, give you some inspiration or some guidance for the week. If you want to learn more about the work I'm doing, please visit me at marclanehart.com. You can find me at Best American Psychics, Best Psychic Directory, here on the Om Times Institute page, over on Inspired Living Radio, every Wisdom Wednesday as well, where we like to say you are the inspired and the inspiration. So until our next soul adventure together, have a great week. Be kind, be caring, be compassionate, and I will see you next Monday. All right, guys, take care. Namaste.